friends, Andre here, coming to you on this rainy, gloomy day from Harlem. Today was the day that I had set aside to do all the work that I need to do. Start thinking about syllabi for the fall semester, start to catch up on some emails, and I haven't really felt that motivated. And whenever I feel less than motivated to tackle the day, I like to do an exercise that maybe I've done with some of you in my business writing classes. I'd like to have a little think tank session with myself. The ability to ask some questions, write it down, and about an hour or two ago, damn, it's windy out there. Sorry. About an hour or two ago, I started to do a video where I was doing this with you, and about a minute in, I cut it and I said, forget this, I need to focus on myself. I might post that little 1 or 2 minute video in the stories because I found it, entertaining or amusing. So I've just spent the past hour or two asking some questions, and now I'm gonna show you what I've been getting into. So let's see if this works here. Oh, ish, it does work. Okay, so what I did was I take a big piece of paper and I take some beautiful colored pencils and some markers, and I start to write down some ideas, some thoughts, some feelings, some opinions. So I invite you to do this with me. Go ahead and take a big piece of paper out. I'll wait. Where's your notebook? If you've been to class with me before, that's the first phrase, right? Where's your notebook? Where's your notebook? Where's your notebook? Now that you have your notebook and now that you have a pencil, something to write with, so the first question I ask myself, and you can ask yourself as a brand, you can ask yourself as a business or as a human. So who is A. Bernadette? So A. Bernadette is my middle name. I don't know if anybody knew that, but Bernadette also means brave like a bear. Very appropriate for my line of thinking. So I've had some blocks with the direction I want to take my business in. So I picked 4 attributes, 4 things that I want to put out into the world. So given the current situation, I have a lot of ideas on how to solve problems. So I definitely want to think of myself as a futurist, someone who's going to be able to offer solutions to some of these problems. My heart of hearts, forever, I am an organizer. I like to organize people, places, things, events. And I'm an ethicist. So I'm constantly asking myself, is this the right thing to do? So pick these 4 attributes for yourself and write them down right now. After that, what I do is I often take these 4 things and I ask myself a question. So in regards to futurist, I ask myself, what does the future hold? So I've been thinking about winter is coming. Winter is coming. We're all going to be put back inside. So what are the type of things that we are going to want to consume? So I think of silk leggings. I think we're going to have to prepare ourselves to be outside a lot no matter the weather conditions. So if it is cold, we're going to have to layer up and find ways to be outside in the open, fresh air. The future holds a lot of uncertainty. So there's going to be, I believe, greater divide, greater inequality, greater rage. I don't think that we've hit the bottom or the peak, depending how you're looking at this, of this mindset of uncertainty and this mindset of divided thinking. And from there, I ask myself, so what is the problem? What is the problem that we have right now? Right now, we all know we have the wrong charismatic leader. We need a charismatic leader, but we have the wrong one, and that is leading to a lack of hope. So if you're deciding to create a business, or if you're trying to figure out what the hell you should do with your life, find a purpose. And the best place to start is identifying some problems. So after that, I come over here and I think to myself, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So I really want to work with people who want to work. This is not a dig at anyone who watches this video, but it has been difficult for me in the past couple of months to feel as though I am pushing people along, that I am constantly trying to connect with people, and I often feel as though I'm making them feel bad because they're quote unquote not doing enough. And it's tiring. It's trying to motivate people. So I want to work with people who, dare I say, are more motivated than I am. I want to reassess, rebalance my digital and physical world. Over the past couple of months, I've had the ability to bike and berry pick and hike and swim, activities that I've always done, but I've gotten to do it at a greater amount, and my drive to sit in front of a computer is becoming less and less. So I need to figure out how to balance these two things. I want to create and sell solutions. I love starting businesses. I love dreaming up ideas, and I need to figure out a way that I can create businesses and sell them and pass them along to people who can help grow them and do the daily nitty-gritty work, because that is not my forte. My forte is not the day-to-day activities. And the last one, in regards, see how they're all connecting, so my ethicist, this question is, what do I believe? What do I believe? So I believe in working smarter, not harder. A common phrase I use is swimming downstream. So right now is a time of great disruption. A lot of times I feel as though I just need to weather the storm, and that is okay. It is okay for me to not, quote unquote, save the world, but to do what is maybe easy right now, knowing that I will have to put in greater effort, energy, and work later on. And right now, I'm in a period of gathering up energy to do that work. And I always have to ask myself, and I always have, will capitalism save us? Is starting new businesses, is participating in this capitalistic world where my energies are best served? And that goes into the next question. Does it have to be burnt down in order to be rebuilt? So I think about this in the fashion industry, or the education, or any industry right now. Is the only solution to rebuild it into a more sustainable way, for it to be completely burnt down? Or can I pick and choose the things that are going to serve me, and disregard the things that are not going to put me or different problems to the path of solutions? And I continued to think about some of these questions, and I went around and around in circles, literally. So what has changed? I think what has changed is you can't escape yourself. You can't escape yourself. You are stuck with yourself. And that's something that I would often say. I never dislike people because they're stuck with themselves. I only have to associate myself with them as long as I want to. So if you are not that much fun, if you're kind of a Debbie Downer, I only have to hang out with you as much as it requires, but you're kind of stuck with yourself. So I'm never going to dislike you. If anything, I'm going to empathize with you and hope that you can get a better perspective. So my next question I'm asking is, what do people want? What do people want? So I ask, or I say, to be seen. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be understood. And after that, they want to be appreciated and needed. And I think that is so evident in our social media. As I was writing this, I thought to myself, is the best thing that I can do to help people feel seen, heard, and understood is simply like their videos on social media, simply like their posts, do a comment. Will that help people fulfill that need? And if that is the solution, Oh man, we have some bigger problems then. That's kind of sad. So my next question is, how have people changed? So how have people changed? People have changed rapidly recently. So my idea is they've been forced to adapt, to adjust. They've been forced to consider other perspectives, other people's needs, other people's safety and comfort. And this is something that when we look at a trend, sometimes we can look at as people have either considered this or gone the opposite way and completely on purpose ignored it. So we can see this with mask wearing, that people are rebelling and saying, I do not want to help you feel comfortable or help you feel safe because I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel safe. So often it's them projecting their thoughts and feelings onto you. Another thing that we have learned throughout this pandemic, things will not fill the hole. I think a lot of us went through an Amazon binge in the beginning of this, consuming things that were going to make our home nicer or better or feel more comfortable. And we quickly learned that these things will not fill the hole that is within our spirit and soul right now. Only connections, only experiences will do that. So the next one goes to give them experiences they can talk about, relive, recommend, and lastly, reconnect with. I think about how many people reached out to me over the past couple of months saying, I'm so happy I went on that trip with you, and each day I'm reliving it. And it's something that we are very grateful that we had that opportunity. So give people these experiences that they can remember, and that just because we're shut in and limited in some sort of ways, it just means we have to dig a little bit deeper and think about the experiences we can offer. So the next question I ask myself is, what stability can you offer? So what stability, specifically myself, can I offer people? And it had me thinking a lot about the New York City Fair Trade Coalition, because this is something that I've tried to ingrain in the culture there. So what I try to offer people, and I think this has shifted maybe a little bit, is flexible consistency. Flexible consistency, meaning that I'm going to consistently offer you opportunities to connect with other people, but I'm going to be flexible about it. I'm going to try to give it in different formats. I'm not going to be upset. This is the next thing, accountability and forgiveness. Helping people feel needed and wanted, appreciated, right? In the Fair Trade Coalition, I need you. I need you to participate. I need you to show up. I need you to be an active member. But at this time right now, if you can't do that, that is okay. That is okay. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be understanding. I may not remember you when each new opportunity arises. And it is your responsibility. Come back and check with me when you are ready to engage more and to participate more. But you are always welcome back. You are always welcome into this community, no matter what. And the last one, well, no, not the last one, but another thing I've been thinking about for myself specifically is dependable boundaries. Dependable boundaries. So I pride myself on being a dependable person. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. But now it's changed from, sure, of course I can do that, to, yeah, but let's do it this way. Or I can do it this shorter amount or this smaller amount, to set some sort of boundaries in order to make sure that I'm not giving my all, and then I don't have anything else to give to the other things in my life. And that goes to the next one. What purpose do I offer? So what purpose do I offer people? If I'm doing things and it's purposeless, then it's not going to be important enough for people to remember, to want to return, and continue to participate. And then I think, with whatever my purpose is there room to change? Do I have room to change and grow and evolve that purpose into something bigger and greater? And I think that's really what I am struggling with now. And last but not least, how this exercise ended for me was this note to self. So I wrote, "Dear self, the power you hold is not in how much you produce, but your ability to help others produce. So produce ideas, compassion, confidence, assurance, determination. Keep on keeping on. XOXO, A. Bernadette." So this little X year was something that gave me some much needed perspective and some energy. Maybe right now I'll go sit down in front of my computer and set out on my objective that I originally had for today, but maybe not, right? I'm constantly practicing forgiveness with myself, and sometimes it's not about completing the whole task, but it's about taking that first step. So for me, that means going into my FIT email, my LIM email, pulling up that syllabus, creating a folder in Google Drive, and putting that file in there. Maybe that's it for today, right? Maybe that's all I have to do. And maybe tomorrow I go into that document and change the heading to the date, to the right class number, to the new class time. That's what I do best. That's how I work best. Taking those small incremental steps, knowing that I'll get to that bigger goal. Even if it takes me a month, that's okay. But it's got to take me 2 weeks because I got some deadlines. So I hope this exercise was helpful for you. And please send a comment if you would like to do this exercise with me. Like I said in the beginning, I've done this with a number of people. And at the end, they always seem a little bit more confident, compassionate, determined to set out on their goals. So I hope you guys enjoy your rainy day, and we talk soon. Bye.